Hi, this is Kate Foggo. I've just started Bright Line Eating again. If you followed my blog at all, or indeed my discussions with Julie on Making Light, you'll know that I have issues. Issues with eating. I've done all my life. And I, in Bright Line Eating lingo, fell in a ditch 6 months ago. That's another story that perhaps I'll go into as to how that came about. But I have started again, and I'm at the end of week 1, and actually life is looking rosy again. Bright Line Eating is quite extreme in some people's view. It's talks about food addiction, which I know doesn't resonate with everybody, but it did occur to me that there are things I'm learning. I thought I knew everything there was to know about dieting, if I'm honest, but I still managed to fall in the ditch. But I learned a couple of things just in the days leading up to me starting again. I was really scared about starting again because I get attached to food. I have realised in the time that I've been consciously looking at my food habits that I'm actually always hungry, and being able to eat as much as I want, i.e. not being on a diet, I do get that momentary satisfaction of putting food in my mouth, but it never really satisfies me. So apart from that moment of pleasure, which let's not discount that, but apart from that, actually doesn't bring me any more satisfaction. There is a lot of tools around this about looking at your emotions around food, but you know, I know all that, and anyone who's been doing this for any length of time knows all of that. It doesn't necessarily help when push comes to shove. But there are two things that occur to me that actually helped me to get back on my regime, shall we say. One of them is that nobody else knows what I know about my body. It doesn't matter how well-meaning people are. I get criticisms, I have all my life, about the diets that I followed, the food that I eat. I'm too strict, I'm too this, I'm too that. These are the same people who, when you do overeat in front of them, overeat being subjective view, obviously, but I have people, I don't know how you do it, I don't know why you don't eat sugar, I don't know why you don't eat flour, I don't know why you don't eat that, why, aren't you missing this and aren't you missing that? They're the same people who will notice when you have more than 2 pieces of cake, and whether they say it or not, and depending on how sensitive they are. Most of us have mothers that aren't, and other people's mothers aren't. And I think our generation's a bit more aware of the issues around eating, rather than thinking you're just a greedy, slovenly witch, which is what my mother would say, except she wouldn't use the word witch. She wouldn't use the word like that either, but she'd probably call me don't know, she didn't use bad words like that, but she was quite happy with the selfish and slovenly and words like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So that's the first thing. So I've had people, even very well-meaning people, questioning the ways I choose to lose weight, and I would say, you don't have to listen to anybody, because that's part. I'm not blaming that the person who's close to me that did that. They were just doing what they thought was best, but and I was well on my way there anyway, but it did throw a big spanner in the work. Maybe it was another learning I had to go through. But don't listen to anyone. Just do what's right for you, or ask people whose struggles resonate with yours, but don't listen to the rest of them. The other thing I found out, I do wild swimming, and occasionally there is cake, and of course I've thoroughly enjoyed having cake, because normally I don't eat any of these things. And I had a piece of cake, and I had a second piece of cake, and it was my lovely friend Nina who'd cooked the cake, and I can't remember how the conversation came up. We talked about food or whatever, so there's no judgment from Nina at all, so it wasn't that sort of conversation. But the question came up as to whether or not I would have had a third piece of cake, and the answer is absolutely yes, and if no one was looking, I'd probably have 4. And she looked really surprised, and again, not in a judgmental way, just surprised, because she didn't want any more. She'd had 1 piece and that was enough. Now, I have never ever realised that was the case. I always assumed that everybody wanted 3, maybe 4 slices of cake, but were just better at controlling themselves, and that I was greedy and that they had better control. It never ever occurred to me that somebody did not want another piece of cake. Now, there's no glory in not having another piece of cake if you don't want it. That's such an eye-opener to me. I can't believe it's taken me, I don't even know how old I am now, 53 years to realise. Absolutely categorically, we are not all built equal. We are not all built equal. So never, ever judge yourself against other people. They don't want another piece of cake. They're not being stronger than you. They just don't want it. So if you do struggle with, well, let's call it food addiction, why not? Or any form of food struggles, you could check out Brightline Eating. It's brightlineeating.com. It's Dr. Susan Pierce Thompson. But I'm going to do a little blog, I think, just about that, just because I know that there are people out there that struggle, and if I can give anybody any help or any support in doing that, and also in doing this, helps to keep me right, hopefully. So Kate Foggo at katefoggo.com. Thanks very much.